Les Sharp Museum, working on the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival. Jesse Yeager and Tanika Smith. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Jesse's first time here, new at the museum.
Yeah.
How new?
I started about mid-January.
Oh, wow. What's your job?
My job is a little up in the air. I do a lot of different things, but right now I'm focusing on coordinating the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival.
There you go. That's the big thing happening right now. Tanika, you've been here once before, but I think you were here on your first day of work.
Yes, it was. I think it was my fourth day. It was kind of fun.
And what's your role at the museum?
So I'm the development assistant, which means I coordinate the memberships and volunteers.
Okay, so both of you are concentrating a lot of your efforts on the Art, Beer, and Wine, and when is it?
June 11th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., so a little bit later this year than it was last year.
So we've had people watching that have been to it in years past. So what's new? What are some of the new vendors and new breweries and wineries coming to the museum?
Yeah, this year we have more vendors than we had last year. We have a few new breweries. We've got some new distilleries coming. We've got a lot of old favorites too. A lot of local favorites like Ironbark and Agma will be there like they were last year. And Meckley's, who wasn't able to make it last year, but they'll be here again this year. So,
yeah, we have a lot of local craft brewers right here in Jackson.
Yeah.
So what about artists? Because art is the first word of Art, Beer, and Wine.
Yeah, and last year we were not able to host as many artists because of COVID, of course. But this year we've got tons of new artists. We've got some, again, returning favorites, but most of our artists are actually new and have never been to the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival before, so that's going to be really fun.
And these artists, they actually have to compete to be invited to the event.
Yes. It is technically a juried show. So we do, we like to have a good representation of different kinds of art and as well as, different price points too. We want everyone to be able to enjoy it.
So for you, Tanika, what's your favorite part? The art, the beer, the wine, the cider, or the spirits?
The spirits of the community. I love to see all the people. I am a people's person, so I like to get out and to socialize, and I'm really excited to help put the volunteers together to make it effortlessly.
All right, that's spirit. I'm talking about spirits.
I am a wine person myself. I do like to have a nice glass of something here. I haven't found out my favorite, but I'm hoping to do that at the Art, Beer, and Wine.
What about you, Jesse? What's the first line you're going to get in?
Oh, geez. It's hard because I really love art, and there's a lot of artists that I'm really excited about seeing this year. But there's also a lot of beer that sounds just fantastic. I've been talking to all of the vendors as the coordinator, of course, and every time I talk to a vendor, they always come up with a new beer and they say, oh yeah, this is new for the season, or we just came out with it this year. And every time I'm like, wow, that just sounds so good.
So besides more cider, more distilleries, what else is new? What will people notice that's different?
Yeah. For people who came last year and that was their first year, something that will be new to them is we'll be having the Jackson Pottery and Clay Guild. They'll be doing demos, which we couldn't do last year because of COVID, but had done in years past. So that is kind of new this year. We also will have a few kind of activity stations that we didn't have before. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but there's going to be a lot of really fun things to do that are different activities than we did before.
A lot of volunteers are needed to pull this off. Are you still looking for volunteers?
Yes, we are looking for volunteers for our early morning and our afternoon shift.
What are the benefits to being a volunteer at ABW?
So you get to get into free admission into the event. You get a free t-shirt, some snacks, event glass, and a water bottle. And you get to come and enjoy the people. And
JTV is the volunteer sponsor this year. So we will be getting you a surprise or two as well, just for being part of the volunteer crew.
Yes.
And you sign up for a shift.
Mm-hmm.
What shift is most in need right now?
4:30 to 8:30
Of course.
p.m. Yes.
But
So
that's, you can still, as a volunteer, go for free to the festival before your shift.
yes,
Oh, perfect.
we are also looking for the 9:30 to 1:30 p.m. So that is available as well.
Are there limits on how many tickets you're going to be selling this year?
Yes,
Okay.
it's more than last year. So when we started this whole plan, it was kind of hard to tell what was going to happen with COVID. So we did cap the ticket sales at 4,500 this year. I think last year it was about 4,000. So we're letting a few more in. And we will still space out the vendor booths. Since there's more vendors, it won't be as spaced out as last year, but we're still going to allow for some space. And of course, right now we're maskless, so hopefully we can stay that way.
Nice. And of course, people can feel free to wear a mask. And,
Yes.
yeah. Now, the volunteers, so you could call, as an individual, but I noticed, like Jackson Young Professionals, they as a group come, do you have a pro division?
A pro division.
Well, I think you said County National Bank.
Oh yes. So we have National County Bank coming. America One has some people coming in, a few other companies. We are still looking and welcoming any organizations who would like to come as a whole.
So if you're a civic group, a company, come as a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Food trucks.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really exciting too. We do have different food trucks this year too.
Oh.
So, of course, we have Grand River coming and Dollenberger and the favorites, but we also have a few like dessert food trucks that are different this year. So cupcakes, cakes, cookies. I don't know, Craveable Food Trailer. I know they've been downtown quite a bit. They do vegan food that honestly doesn't taste like it's vegan at all. It's delicious. I'm excited about seeing them there this year.
It's a great selling point. It's vegan food, and it doesn't even taste like vegan food. So we should get tickets like right away.
Yes, definitely. In fact, we have a membership perk. So if you are a member of the Ella Sharp Museum, you'll get 3 extra tasting tokens for free. Plus, you get to kind of skip the line and go through the VIP line instead. So yes, buy your tickets and buy a membership to the Ella Sharp. It gets you some extra perks.
Yes.
We've been blessed with beautiful weather just about every ABW day. Let's hope
Yes.
June
June
11th is
June
a
11th.
beautiful day.
Oh yes.
Thanks for being here.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
Yeah, a lot of work still to do. Keep up the great job, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
The Art, Beer, and Wine coming to Ella Sharp Museum Saturday, June 11th. Thanks to Tonika Smith and Jesse Yeager. We've got